Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Meal Prep Sundays with the DFAM. Of course, we start off with a technical issue. Did the phone just fall? My name is Margot Drake. This is Steve Drake behind me. I'm the mom. He's the dad.
Hi.
And today we are having a, say it, because this is your show now.
Ground Meat Extravaganza.
So Steve is obviously in charge this week. The recipes are incredible. I'm so excited to get started on them. We, the DFAM, are a family, for family. Our family all came together to inspire and uplift other families. And since everyone eats, we decided to start with meal prep. We all have physical and financial goals. Here, we'll show that one. We all have physical and financial goals. So the meal prep helps us with that because it's healthy for your body and your bank account. We're holding ourselves accountable to each other and also to you, viewers. Thanks so much for joining us, whether you're joining live or in the pockets of your day. If you are here joining live, please post a comment in the chat where you are joining live from. And we always check in very beginning of our show with our financial update to goal because we're committed to this rhythm, to this pattern. And we each have financial goals, and we each have different financial goals for different reasons with different due dates. So I will read them off quickly. Steve and I are checking in at 4% to goal. We'll very closely be 5%. We have until our next election, which is November 5th, 2024. It's a big goal. Stevie is checking in. Go ahead and give him a shout out.
63, a little over 63%. That is awesome. And this kid he has taught us so much about personal finance, hasn't he?
Yes. Yep.
Seriously,
he inspired every piece of this show.
Absolutely. Food prep, the
meal
everything.
Prep, the discipline.
But Stevie just socks away automatically out of his paycheck the chunk of money that he wants. And he, spread it all out, put a timeline together and said, this is how long it's going to take. And he is absolutely nailing it. Now, however, it's not perfectly linear. There's been a couple times that he's had to put money in, dip into it, go backwards, but very quickly he puts more in and recovers. But He's doing a great job, and we're super proud of him.
And you know what I'm excited about? And this is a fun thing to think about because we've never done anything like this before, is the fact that we are never going to go backwards. Like,
Explain that.
We're not going to go back. Like, once we hit 5%, we're not going to, ever go back to 4% or 3% or 2%.
Well, Stevie did.
Well, because we're paying off debt, he's saving, I guess.
Oh,
so
correct.
That's the difference.
Yeah, right. We can't, once we pay off a chunk of debt,
we do not want to incur more.
Can I have that money back that I paid down?
We can't. Okay. So that's kind of cool to think about. Sometimes when you lose weight, there's sometimes a chance that you might gain it back. But with this debt that we're paying off, we're not going back. I can tell you that right now. So Ellie is checking in with 24% to goal. She gave herself until December 31st of this year. And Teddy is checking in with 10% to goal, and she gave herself until September 1st.
Girlfriend's got some work to do.
She does, but are you sure that's accurate? Because she seems to have a lot right now. So anyway, we'll double check that number for next week.
Next week, I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll double check.
So do you want to tell everybody the exact recipes that we're making?
Let's talk food. Let's talk ground meat. Let's talk extravaganza, shall we?
We should.
This whole thing was my idea. It's got Steve Drake written all over it, and it's got eye rolls from Margot written all over it. But why not? When I was growing up, we used to make ground beef things kind of when we were low on recipes and things. And it doesn't have to be that way. And then the other side of that, growing up, it was so many ground beef recipes were like the comfort foods and the family foods and the family fun foods. So we're going to be making one of my favorite recipes that my mom makes, and it's her sloppy joes. But she would make a big thing of sloppy joes on our young birthdays. I think later on we started getting into restaurants and stuff like that. But when we would have kids over, she would make this huge, to me it was like this big.
Oh my gosh.
But this
huge. A bunch of kids sloppy
Oh my gosh,
joes.
yeah. We would have her sloppy
brave,
joes.
Ruthie.
But then, and I loved it. I really did love it because it was fun. It meant a lot on my birthday. But then when I would come home from college, she would make sure that there was sloppy joes on the stove and a whole bunch of buns, and she just would like go grab whatever you want when you'd eat. But now she does that with my kids. So when they go visit their bubby, their grandma, she always has, or I would say a lot of the times, she always has sloppy joes waiting for them, and the kids love it. They go bonkers, partially because they're so good, but it's also like eat as many as you want. And for some reason, the kids just can devour like 3 of them, 4 of them, but they're very good. So my point with ground beef is it's a good building block for a bunch of different recipes, and we've got very healthy recipes that we're going to talk about too. But quick, really tasty, really family friendly. And what we do is make a huge amount of ground beef, and then from that you can portion it off and make several different recipes. So we are making Ruthie's sloppy joes. We are making a Thai dish called Thai basil. We call it a Thai basil bowl. And we are making pasta bolognese. And what's the 4th thing? Oh, I'm making which should be world famous, my taco meat. So
I thought you said that already.
And that's actually the first thing that I'm going to do. Because some of these recipes just need to simmer and bubble so long, I've made them ahead of time just for editing purposes. And I'll explain to you the recipe, but then just show you a plated up version of what we made. But then I'm going to finish up a couple things. I'm going to make the taco meat from scratch. It is one of the best things that I make for this family because they love it.
Yep.
And there's 6 ingredients. We were looking at earlier, just curious, how many ingredients are in one of those little packets, flavor packets from Ortega or whoever. And it's at least 12, and some of them are like just in parentheses, like quotes, spices, and who knows what that is.
Well, and sugar.
And sugar.
Sugar,
so tons of salt,
spice.
Tons of sugar, and then some chemistry that we don't even know what it is.
Yes,
and these,
weird.
what we put in it is just straight up herbs. You'll see, very easy, and it's still really tasty.
So Steve's going to get the first recipe going.
Have also I'll get to that. My error that I have to.
Oh yeah, there's a little typo in one of the recipes. So if you're watching live, you will get the lowdown on that. And so we are going to be starting with Steve's taco meat. If you would like the recipes, go to www.dfam.life. They will deliver right to your email inbox. I made sure of that earlier today. Oh, we have a special guest joining us.
Would you
Hello there.
Hello. How are you guys?
Ellie?
It's Alibaba.
Hi, Ellie.
All right, Ellie is checking in from Manchester, New Hampshire.
New Hampshire. I'm cooking dinner too, so I decided to cook with you guys.
Oh, cool.
Is it a dog day of summer there? Because it is here.
It's wicked hot out here.
It's wicked hot. It's actually decent. It's been raining the past couple days, so it's not as humid, but it's not like too miserable at all. Last night was the perfect summer night. Jack and I walked to get ice cream before we watched the Olympics, so it was perfect.
So fun. So, all right, we're starting with taco meat. What are you making today?
I'm making stir fry. It's just a bunch of extra stuff. Like I have extra rice, and then I have extra carrots, and chicken breasts. So I'm just gonna whip up a little stir fry.
Well, if you've been viewing Meal Prep Sundays with the DFAM for a while, or if you caught another episode, we have an awesome stir fry recipe. So you can go back on YouTube or go back on Facebook and find our stir fry. I think that was Ellie's recipe.
I need to start yelling ingredients, or you could come with food camera or whatever.
Wait, you guys were talking about the taco seasoning, and we are living in a hotel right now, so we don't have any spices, so I had to buy the taco seasoning, and it's just not as good. I only used half of it.
I'm glad it's not as good, but it's also, look at all the stuff on it.
This one is actually not that bad. It's chili pepper, paprika, oregano, cornstarch, salt, onion, and garlic.
Oh, that sounds much better than what we were reading. What's the brand?
McCormick. But it just doesn't taste the same as what you make.
All right. So I have, as you guys can see, I've taken a little bit of the ground beef. Oh, and I forgot to tell everyone, in our house, we just eat ground turkey, have for a long time. But you can definitely use ground beef. You can use plant-based meat if you want. With all these recipes, it's totally up to you. So what you're going to see me using though is, if it looks a little lighter than yours, It's because it's it's ground turkey. So what I did first was just saute just a little bit of onions, just to give the pan a little bit of flavor.
Perfect.
And then, you guys, I put a cup of salsa. I use paste salsa, or if we make it from home, we use that. So a cup of salsa. And then like 2 tablespoons of paprika. It seems like a lot, but Mexican food. The paprika, it's about 1 tablespoon of, oh, that was the paprika. I just put chili powder in. I probably put chili powder in, but I think I'm still gonna eat it. And then about a tablespoon of cumin. Okay? No, cumin. And then also what I do is I gotta put some water on it. So I generally put, because this is a little amount of meat, I'm gonna put like a half a cup of water just so this can bubble. And this is really where this turns into taco meat. So I'm gonna let this kind of simmer and cook that liquid off, and then I'll plate up some tacos next. So Margo, what am I gonna make next?
After this, we are moving on to Ruthie's floppy doughs.
So wasn't that simple, the taco meat?
That was so simple.
That really is, and it's so tasty. And to be able to say, oh, I make my own taco seasoning is pretty cool.
So with Steve's Ground Meat Extravaganza, I'm just going to sit here and drink cocktails and
there.
clean dishes.
So this is my mom's taco recipe, or sloppy Joe recipe. It's ground beef or ground whatever. And we can look at the quantities of each. Ground beef, it is condensed Campbell's soup, condensed Campbell's tomato soup, like without water. It's yellow mustard. It's ketchup. No, pickles are what you put on it when you eat it. Oh. So ketchup, and then horseradish, like just grated horseradish, and a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. And you make that with some onions, like saute the onions first, put all the meat in, and then put all the other ingredients in, and then just let it bubble and stew. Okay, and the mustard and kind of a horseradish in that whole thing. Oh, it is so good. It's kind of tangy, and we generally will serve it with pickles, and I'll plate one up because they look so good.
I don't think I can remember the last time I went to see Bubby and we didn't have sloppy joes. So I don't know what you were saying before. Sometimes it's all the time when we go down.
Yeah.
We've always had it. Like, even if she always asks us before we go see her somewhere what we want to eat, and it's always just sloppy joes. And there's always just like a huge, like, gallon container of sloppy joe mix, and we just go up there at like, it's either like 11 in the morning we get a sloppy joe, or like 12 o'clock at night and we get a sloppy joe.
I think it's because it's easy for Ruthie to make, and everyone really loves it.
It's so good.
It's so good.
Fun. I love having stuff that we always make. Teddy always likes our bean dip.
I love the bean dip.
Everybody likes the bean dip.
Look, I have a clean, dry towel for you. I'm contributing that to today's.
This is the first one, so you can show that food care.
Yay.
And if you want to show what that looks like.
Okay,
that's
let's
cool.
see.
So you can see it's a little lighter. I think some stuff that
That's the sloppy joe.
That's the sloppy joe. You can see the onions in there.
I am so excited to have a sloppy joe because I don't always get them. They're not always made with ground turkey.
Oh my gosh, that looks so good.
So
I want one. My mouth is watering right now looking at it, actually.
So
Hey, what did I say I was going to make next? Bolognese, right?
Bolognese, the Thai is last.
I have to finish the bolognese.
Do you want me to switch the cam over there?
No, it's fine. No, I think it's there. It's fine.
Too far.
Too far?
You want to do this camera's too far.
I don't care about that. It's what it looks like. So the bolognese is interesting. We just use regular, like your favorite marinara sauce, but there's some traditional bolognese ingredients that go into it beforehand. It's diced celery, grated carrots, and really finely diced onions. And you saute those before you put the meat in, and then you put the marinara in and let everything bubble. And that's kind of where I am right now. But next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat up the concoction that I have right now, and then we put heavy cream in it, and then that goes on top of pasta, really thick, wavy pasta. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now.
About ground beef, like something that was
Building block.
no, I thought of it as a building block, but you kind of made it sound like it wasn't something to look forward to, like it was like a fuller kind of meal.
Well,
I always loved it because it always meant Mexican food.
well, that's what I mean. It was like a quick meal. But it. And I gotta put pasta in. Pasta should take like 3 minutes.
So
Really fast. Not done yet. So this is the kind of pasta that we're gonna use.
Here.
This is the noodle style is parpadelli. So it's kind of thick and hot. It's good.
It's good.
We have right here.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
How awesome would that be? We're talking about how we can improve our sound and our video for the future. Okay, so we are off the sloppy joes and we are on to pasta bolognese. I'm not keeping up with my banner.
Where's my? Yeah, I put too much water in the taco. It's gonna take a week to boil
This
it up.
is so good. Look at that.
That looks so good.
I know.
I actually looked up why carrots in this, and it was like it's just a traditional
Bolognese.
bolognese ingredient.
You don't ask questions.
Don't. We don't question culture.
So it is, let me check the
You
weather.
just accept it and celebrate.
How
right?
hot. We had a fan in here as we were setting up for meal prep today.
How does it here?
Let's see. I'll check. I need to put, it's 86 here in Grand Rapids, and the humidity is, I think, this H meaning, oh, the high. The high is 88, the low is 64. Mostly sunny. It's a beautiful day. It is hot, hot, hot. Here.
It's only 75 here, which is perfect.
The humidity is 33%.
That's not bad.
How's the food cam coming? Oh, it's good.
The crema. So this is heavy, organic, heavy cream. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
So we have the
I
2
love.
of the 4 recipes done. You're working on the 3rd one.
I love heavy like pasta, and with meat and and I think
How did we ever end up getting married?
I'm the one in the family that likes it the most. Teddy likes like really light tomato sauce, no meat.
If
Margo does not like pasta.
Yeah, we never went to Italian
Pasta.
restaurants
This is the
growing
first
up.
time we've ever made pasta.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
I think
Actually,
Ellie, I think your
Ellie's
idea is
to do a
great.
Pasta extravaganza.
Yeah, I think that would be fun.
Great pasta idea coming up. I can always use zucchini noodles.
No, they make gluten-free noodles now.
Well, I know. but
2021.
Easy to like. They're so easy to grate.
It would be really fun for us to attempt to make pasta noodles together because we've never done that before.
We have never done that, and there's probably a good reason for it. It sounds.
Hey, don't say that. We can do
I know
it.
it will be fun, just like the Ethiopian food.
I know.
Oh, Ethiopia was so good.
Dad, when you come up here, there's a really great Italian restaurant that has like a rooftop deck, and it's right in the mill yard, so it's like right in my neighborhood.
Cute.
So we can go there, or we can go to Portsmouth and have like the New England night.
So we have a big 2 weeks coming up here in the DFAM. We are moving Ellie and Jack from Ann Arbor to Manchester. That is happening this week. On Friday and Saturday, we have our big Isogenics event of the year, our biggest Isogenics event of the year. It's virtual, but we're having an in-person event. So if you're watching this and you would like to attend here in Grand Rapids, it's going to be at the Bankston.
What is it?
It's going to be at the Bankston Center this Friday night from 6 to 7 is the happy hour before celebration, and celebration is 7 to 9.
Oh, celebration's this early?
It's usually in August. Well, it's usually in August, but they moved it into July because a lot of people go back to school in August.
Oh,
so,
true.
I'm glad
parents with kids weren't able to come. Then on Sunday, it's International Steve and Margot Day. We are celebrating our 29th anniversary.
All right.
Then next week, Friday, is my 36th birthday.
29.
Oh. Well, if we're doing the math in that video, you're going to be 49? Is that what it was?
I don't know. We lose track. So I will be 52 on next Friday. And yeah, so there's a lot going on in the next couple of weeks.
What else goes in stir fry? Anybody?
Do you have noodles? Do you have rice?
I mean, yeah, I have rice. I have rice, chicken, carrots, and soy sauce. I don't have like sesame oil or sriracha or anything. Well, I can put a little spice.
Do you have peanuts you can crunch up and put on top?
No, I have cashews I can use.
So the pasta is done.
Pasta is done, and I'm gonna.
That was really fast.
It's a 3-minute pasta. It's all done, so it's kind of wasn't so thin.
And that is a funky noodle.
It's a what is it called? Parapella. It's like 4 bolognese.
Why did you pick this?
Because that's what you do with bolognese.
Oh, bolognese always has that noodle.
Yeah, it has a really thick. Taco maze.
Ooh, egg. I finished Peaky Blinders. Dad, you should watch that TV show. It's good.
Did I watch it? No, I didn't watch it.
You should watch it. It's really good.
Really?
Yeah. You put eggs in stir fry, right?
Oh yeah, you can do eggs.
Okay, I'm doing eggs.
Sauce.
All right, Teddy just said more sauce, Dad. Oh, heck yeah.
So we shopped today at Whole Foods in Birmingham, and then we came home and shopped at Rich Street in Grand Rapids. We cleaned out the refrigerator. It feels good. Nothing gross in there.
Well, I just flipped around the pasta in this metal bowl. You don't have to. You can just put the sauce right on top. And then I garnish it with a little parsley and parmesan. So, look at that.
So good.
Oh, that looks profesh, Dad.
Yeah.
All right. There's dish number 2.
Wow.
So, Grandma, will you change the banner to my basil bowl? I think you might have to scroll down on the right side.
Okay, what was the next one?
Thai basil bowl.
All right. So this one's interesting because I think this is one that most people, it's kind of atypical. And I think this one would actually be better. It would be more traditional if it were ground beef. But we still want it a little lighter, less fatty. So we still did it with ground turkey, and it is so good, so good. So the ingredients in this are a pound of ground beef. We did ground turkey. 1 bell pepper, and that's about a cup. So 1 cup of bell pepper. You slice it really thin. and then 1 cup of sweet onion or a Spanish onion. It's like a yellow onion. You slice that really thin, and then 6 garlic cloves. So it's kind of heavy on garlic, but it needs to be 1 cup of fresh basil leaves, and you like snip the little stem as close to the leaf as you can, and then about 1/4 cup of fresh cilantro. That's kind of a garnish, so you can set that aside. But then the sauce for this thing, you make that and then set it aside. I'm going to tell you what the sauce is. This is really where the flavor comes from. It is 2 tablespoons of chili sauce. If you don't know what chili sauce is, I'm going to bring this up here too, because it's an interesting thing. So chili sauce is this stuff. It's got really, really spicy. It's like garlicky, and it's got a lot of.
We used that for another episode.
Yeah, they've called it chili paste, chili sauce.
I think it was for last
I think
week.
it depends on where you come from, but it's like garlicky and chili. And you just put like a little bit in. So what did I say? Actually, a lot. 2 tablespoons of chili sauce. 2 tablespoons of soy sauce or tamari. Remember, tamari is a gluten-free style of soy sauce. They taste exactly the same. And then 1 tablespoon of fish sauce, and that's a really traditional Thai or Vietnamese ingredient. But I went to a special Asian food store and got vegan fish sauce. Fish sauce. Don't
vegan.
That's how it smells, because it literally just smells like
Smells
fish.
so bad.
But it adds an amazing flavor to it. So
You guys won't do fish sauce, but then you have your fish oil supplements.
I know.
I know.
What's that?
Ellie, thanks. Are you supposed to
Well,
help or
we
what?
started doing the vegan fish sauce.
I just bought it 'cause I
was
knew-
vegan and not eating fish because I cannot stand
Yeah, I
fish.
just knew that Mom wouldn't like it. And then brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, and 2 tablespoons of fresh lime juice. And either cut them like fresh and squeeze them, or use like Joe and Nellie's lime juice. Really, really good.
Oh my God. Can
What?
I show everyone this?
Yep.
So good.
And Teddy made all of the sauce, so we have gone ahead and made this, but it's really, really good.
How many pounds of ground
That's
meat?
1 pound.
No, how many did you go to the grocery store?
I bought 6. No, I cooked 6 pounds of ground turkey.
6 pounds?
6 pounds.
You put some in the freezer.
And I've pre-made the rice.
Oh. Okay,
I used a
so
lot of rice.
we made this for the test kitchen this week and brought all of it to my mom's house yesterday and left her with quite a bit of meal prep. And I had the Thai basil bowl, and it is off
Yeah,
the
and it
charts.
actually sat for a little
So
bit.
good.
I think it got better when it sat.
Does peanut butter go in stir fry?
Huh?
Yeah, it can.
What?
Yeah, it can.
Okay, I'll just put that on top.
So
And
good.
this we're gonna garnish with
Oh, let's
just
see.
a few fresh basil leaves.
Oh, like chop it off, put it on. Okay.
You could have a better setup.
And with a lot of Thai recipes, just having a wedge of lime and some cilantro on it really makes it.
Lime juice.
Look at that.
That's good.
So good. There we go.
It is so good.
Oh my gosh, it looks like something you'd get at Jerk Foods.
Oh,
It is.
it's so
Oh,
good.
yeah. Ellie, all of this food is so good. So also this week, because this is a lot of ground beef, I mean a lot of ground beef or a lot of ground turkey, or even if you're doing plant-based, make
Oh,
sure
my armpit.
you
Sorry, guys.
Make sure you make a lot of cut veggies and salads to go with it. We have given you so many of those recipes right at the beginning. Okay, so the last thing that we're going to plate up is the tacos, and we're going to take that off. We're going to put this on. I think, is that a, oh no, okay. There. So for today's recipes, if you're watching this and your mouth is watering, go to www.dfam.life. And the recipes will be delivered right to your inbox. Or if you'd rather text, you can text family, text the word family to 616-344-4401. And again, the recipes will be delivered directly to your email inbox. We have our shopping list on there too. Makes it really easy for you to take inventory and get your whole family involved in the meal prep process. So good. Look at that. Chester's over here waiting for something to fall on the floor.
Oh my gosh, that's so good.
So the other piece of before we wrap today, I wanted to let everyone know we're staying accountable to so many people. Steve and I have recently joined a very small group of people to get together once a month and track our net worth. And so we will not be going backwards because,
scary.
because this group definitely holds you accountable to a high standard. And you would disclose your net worth. And every month, everybody puts in, and the idea is to keep moving in the positive direction. So I think that's really cool, and I'm very grateful to be there, learning from all people in the group.
Ground Meat Extravaganza.
Check that out. Look at that. And Steve did do a little bit of prep ahead of time just because the meat, the turkey did have to sit there a while where he needed it to be.
Actually, the Poppy Joe is really easy to cook a long time, and the what's that? Thai basil bowl.
Yes.
So you guys, this is such yummy food. This bolognese would be like in the den of you here. What did you make? Oh, yum.
It's like a kitchen sink stir fry.
It's a hotel kitchen sink.
I use the little like Jif peanut butter things they give us at breakfast.
Oh, you are being resourceful.
We just make it work here.
That is so true. So if you are finding value in this show and any of our shows, please take a minute to please, if you post, if you make any of these recipes, please use the hashtag DFAM Meal Prep. So there'll be 2 M's for each other. On social media, we'd love to share your creations with everybody.
And for everyone that's already received their recipes, I have to apologize. There's an error on one of these. So all of you good newbies that are watching the video, you know the error, and I can tell you what it is. So on the pasta bolognese, it says you put a cup of fresh basil in there. You don't. That was what I make. You can see I have this in like a special format. And when I make these, I just copy and paste and make all the recipes for the week. And so this one I copied and pasted, and I forgot to take something from the Thai basil bowl. So my apologies.
So if you're watching this, that's why it's good to do both. Tune and tune in.
Right. That's it.
So take a minute, like, comment, share. Let us know what you liked about it. If you are watching this on YouTube, please take a second to subscribe so you never miss an episode. You can watch live. You can watch in the pockets of your day. If 6 p.m. Eastern on Sundays does not work for you, just time block the time that does and follow our pattern. We do recipes go out on Friday. On Saturday, we shop and we clean our refrigerator out because it gets gross really fast. And then Sundays, we prep, and it's a really nice rhythm. So if those days don't work for you, pick days that do, or combine 2 things together if you happen to have more time than we do. I just always feel like I need to separate it a little bit because otherwise, if you do everything in one day, it's exhausting. So get your family involved. Little kids can help in different ways as they're growing. And you are teaching them valuable life skills. It is very important to know how to feed yourself healthy
stir
food,
fry.
and also be financially, have a financial literacy. So I know.
Ellie, let me see yours again. You guys are about to eat. That looks really good.
So good.
Really good.
And you're not doing DoorDash. We're Uber
Eats. We've changed. We've changed.
It's so good. So that's it.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much.
Bon appetit.
We'll see you later.
Prep for an hour, eat for a week. See you later.